My name is Teak Boyko. I'm the beamline responsible here at the Reich's Beamline at the Canadian Light Source. I've been working at Canadian Light Source for nearly 10 years, and I've been at the Reich's Beamline for the last 8. I have my PhD in physics, which I completed here locally at the U of S. During my graduate studies, I spent a lot of time at light sources doing my own research, so it was a very natural move to work at a beamline for myself and continue on that path of my career. To put it fundamentally, our main focus is really photon in, photon out science, studying advanced materials. So we have several capabilities on this front. We have one end station that is devoted to studying the electronic properties of materials, where we do spectroscopy, both absorption and emission spectroscopy, that allow us to study both the unoccupied and occupied electronic states of materials. On the other side, we have an in-vacuum diffractometer, where we do both diffraction and reflectometry on other advanced materials. We're trying to understand the electronic structure, the electronic arrangement, either through diffraction of charge density waves, and the reflectivity of other topological materials. This beamline, the beam team leader, and the research group that commissioned and designed this end station is my old research group. So the type of research that's being done on this end station and this aspect of this beamline is exactly the same research that I was doing as a grad student. We're trying to make the user experience as good as we can. We have very good software. Reliability is quite high on Reich's. Users come, they use the beamline, everything just works. We're trying to really push the efficiency so things are as fast as they can be, and the versatility. We have many detectors, and we want to do a good job on all aspects of the experiment, not just one. Another thing that is becoming more popular on Reich's, we offer remote access, and the experience is very similar to being at the beamline. There's a lot of users just because it's easier than traveling, especially if it's one person in a research group, that they can use the beamline remotely. So we really opened up our options for users to be able to access Reich's. When it comes to working at the Reich's Beamline, I really don't need any motivation to go to work because I do love working here. The way that I would describe working at a beamline is basically solving problems, which I think is the cornerstone of good science, because we're always trying to understand how things are working, whether they're working right, whether we understand them, and that also applies over to the research being done here, is we're always interested in solving problems.